This gig sure is a downgrade from killing people for, well,
My dreams need to settle down.
this camp could use more corpses.
If you're looking to make a difference, you've come to the right place. Hey, good to see you again. Welcome to Fort Atlas. Yep, the Brotherhood renamed it when they turned it into their new headquarters here. I caught a little flack for using the logo when they arrived, but they were pretty impressed. So much work was already done. The Paladin asked me on the spot if I wanted to make it official as an initiate. I'm not too proud to say I got so excited I barely could say yes. Of course. What'd you want to know? Well, aside from the initiates and hopefuls they recruited along the way, just 3. I was expecting more, honestly, but Paladin Romani said 3 was plenty to start a new chapter. With the recruits they have already, she's right. Oh, it's an honor. I know that sounds like some recruiting poster nonsense, but really, it is. I finally feel like I'm part of something meaningful. Building a better world alongside other people who've committed their lives to that cause. Sure, sometimes it means doing guard shifts in the rain, but hey, small price to pay for real purpose, right? I wasn't sure what to expect, really. I built up a picture of them, reading the old logs from Taggarty's group. This bunch, well, they just marched across the continent, and you can sense the strain. But the resolve in them is like nothing I've ever seen. Paladin Romani, their leader, she's really something. Makes you feel like you're part of a brighter future when she talks to you. What do you need? Well, they sure did. Trailing a bunch of recruits and new initiates they'd picked up along the way. Quite the sight to see, no lie. I was really glad I had something to show them when they got here. Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere. Welcome to Fort Atlas.
Maybe we'll finally be able to rebuild society.
I'll haul 1,000 boxes or fill 1,000 crates if that's what it takes to join up.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer
Not
perimeter is still
now.
intact. The provisions are
Not
in
until these
progress.
Brotherhood
The
jerks
world's
listen to
watching
me.
hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin,
Fortifications appear adequate. Rushed. All this concrete. Pieces of
is a step forward. If you're not here on Brotherhood business, I suggest you move along. If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now. That was a Brotherhood matter, civilian, and none of your concern. You're trying my patience, so get on with it. Did he? Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Night Shin's trained us well. The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
The specifics of our mission are not for discussion with civilians. We're here under orders from Elder Maxon. Stay out of our way, and we won't have any problems. Initiate Dorsey is too trusting, but I can't fault his commitment. Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our order?
Anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, might stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me. My patience is final.
Bound in brotherhood.
If we accept you as an initiate, and that is far from certain, you would be pledging yourself to our Order and our cause. Our Order exists to locate, secure, and protect dangerous technologies. Humanity cannot be trusted with the means to destroy itself. We will not allow another apocalypse.
This place goes sour and we're all in for it. Mark my words.
I am not known by my initiates for tolerating foolishness, outsider. Persist in that tone, and you will learn how much less I tolerate it from civilians. Don't just think. Make a decision. Talk to the petitioners, find out what they want, report it to me. Is that clear? To be in the Brotherhood is an honor, and a life. If that's truly something... No. The chain that binds dictates a strict hierarchy of command. And, as the only knight present, the initiates are directly under me. Unless I say so, your contact with the Brotherhood stops here. Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out and prove my worth? Greetings, civilian.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again. Do I need to call a seminar on this?
Ain't no kind of life wrapped up in metal.
You better have something useful to say to me.
Things would be different now if Taggarty's unit had survived.
I just told you who I am. I already told them that when I got here. Nobody's listening in this place. I came here so that they can make things right, and they won't even listen to me.
Radiation levels nominal. Some strange readings from somewhere below.
Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean. So, you better have something useful to say to me. What? Oh, hey, sorry about that. You're right, ain't right me blowing up on you like that. I'm just really wound up, and none of these Brotherhood types are giving me the time of day. Oh, can't even come to me himself? All right. I'm a scavenger mainly. Always been pretty good with a set of tools, so I do all right for myself, scrapping and fixing things. I trade what I find or fix with the folks at Foundation when I need something I can't get otherwise. Mostly, I like to be left alone.
All this concrete, pieces like a tomb.
The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now I'm a peaceful man. I really am. I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, oh, I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
This place is kind of a dump.
All right. What else did you want?
The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it?
Don't blow me off like I'm making this up. These people have a responsibility to fix this. They had the power armor, and they said they were Brotherhood. Sorry I didn't make sure to ask proof when they had me at gunpoint.
One day, I'll make night. Then I'll show these
Listen,
traitors
I don't have much, but what's mine is mine, and these people took that from me. The Brotherhood pretends like they're noble, but then they let this happen? In their name? Raiders don't act like something they're not, and at least the gangs defend their own. The problem? Now I'm a peaceful. Never understood the... I came here, at least they don't pretend. Hey, listen, thanks. I just needed someone to listen and take you seriously. I hope you can convince them.
No meat approved.
We're building something big here. Don't get left behind. I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the floor. When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
What the heck does Ad Victoriam even mean?
All this concrete, pieces like a tomb. Hope this knot's true to their word.
Hey, hey, here comes trouble. I hope.
This rash request doesn't even have a name.
Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal? Me? Nah. Nah. Cool as a cryo grenade, me. Definitely.
So, get at it if you gotta. Got to be getting
I just told you, dummy. Tally Lane. Just another chick trying to make it in the wasteland. You know? Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot. Oh, I'm just a poor country girl, you know? Parents died ages ago, so it's just me and a few friends trying to make our way in the world. It's pretty scary out there. Just a bunch of orphans helping each other out. We're practically just kids. Had to grow up on our own. We'd sure feel a lot safer with some of those high-tech guns these Brotherhood have to scare off all the maniacs out there. Hey, Ixnay on the Air Crate! You trying to blow this for me? Listen, my gang could really use those guns, so don't screw this up for me. If anybody asks, just pretend like you bought the act, okay? What? Me? A raider? No. A little old me? Don't be silly. Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
California numbers show no signs of infectious.
Why not? Hit me. Hey, you calling me a liar? I mean, I already told you. My friends and I just need them for self-defense. Yeah. Now all the talking for self-defense.
Something I can do for you.
Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger.
This place goes sour and we're all in. Well, now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them. Longer than I'd prefer. These steel types ain't half disorganized right now, it looks like. Heard the news about these fellas and reckoned I'd better go see him. Ain't the only one neither, I see. Farming, such as it is. Got a patch ain't barely more than scald. But it's mine, and I manage. Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on 'em. Name's Art Knapp. So, what's this Knight fella sent you for? Got seed in the ground right now. I ain't yet seen a raider willing to scrabble in the soil for seeds, so I reckon it'll get by till I'm back. Ain't much to tell. Been a farmer one way or another, all my life. my daddy before me, and so on. Set up in these parts after I heard it was safe again. Turned out, there's plenty of raiders fixing to take what ain't nailed down. Ain't much use bellyaching about it, but neither am I just gonna roll over and let some bullies take what's mine. A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra. And I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair. I'm not going anywhere just yet. Shoot.
Local recruits appear healthy, if underfed.
Before they bombed the daylights out of everything, folks used to pay taxes in exchange for the government doing what it was supposed to do. Raiders will just take everything. This is a trade. Fair is fair, and a deal's a deal. I ain't care for people poking their noses into my business, but if a bushel or two to these Brotherhood keeps the raiders away, I can live with it.
Look what the rad roach dragged in. Bunch of stiffs around here.
A fair for so, in return. Fair enough. Can't expect more. Something I can do for you.
This place is kind of a dump.
I imagine the Brotherhood would object to the collection of blood samples from all its members. Shame. Fortifications appear adequate, if rushed.
Lord, 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 Lord.
Wonder if this will be enough to see those raiders gone. Make it quick.
Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers. Pardon my manners. I am out of practice. Too much time alone. Still, unless this is important, I would prefer to be left alone.
This place goes sour and we're all in for it. Mark my words.
Perhaps I spoke too hastily. I can be rather unthinkingly brusque. Dr. Edgar Blackburn, at your service. Are you working with this Night Shin? What has he said to you? I am sure you have more interesting things to do than listen to a poorly socialized wasteland doctor talk about himself. In short, I trained in multiple specialties before the war, and had a brief career as a research scientist prior to the bombs dropping. Finding myself fortunate enough to survive, I have continued my research, such as it is. Now I focus on the health of the people of Appalachia. Please do not ask me to examine any strange growths. I am not that kind of doctor. I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own. Very well. What did you wish to know? Their hygiene standards are better than a lot at Crater, but no. I prefer to work in solitude. One day, perhaps, my research will be of benefit to them and all the other people of Appalachia. It would be difficult to express it in layman's terms. No offense intended. In essence, I have been studying the illnesses of Appalachia. For too long, people have relied on folk remedies and makeshift medicines. The long-term effects of this environment are concerning. Just because the radiation is survivable does not mean it is safe. I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced... My research is all... I came to see, given the state of my... Thank you. Be well.
This place is kind of a dump.
This place goes sour
I gave you a job to do. Unless you're done, get to it. Have you finished the task I gave you? Complete your duties first, and maybe I'll have time to discuss things with you afterwards.
Everything makes sense now.
Good.
This is my place.
Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
The elders have so much to teach us. I'll get to meet them in person someday.
That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next?
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Wolves. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
No.
You should get that
We are
mutation
not
treated
arms
somewhere
dealers.
before it becomes a real problem.
Is she? We would never have given her weapons. This only reinforces that. If you intend to be an initiate, I can't have any doubts about your loyalties. don't ask will not be an acceptable answer in the future. Moving on.
I can do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day?
Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. There are countless brigands out there, civilian. It is not the job of the Brotherhood to hunt them down one by one for their crimes. I will say it bothers me to hear that someone is abusing the honor of the Brotherhood this way. But that does not change the facts. Mr. Hockman's problems are his own, not ours. Give me your next report. The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
I have my eye on you.
That shows commendable discipline. Scribe Valdez may have interest if he returns, but if so, he is her problem. That appears to resolve the matter on our end. That finishes your reports. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
We're building something big here. Don't get left behind.
Let me complete my report. If I do not have other pressing duties, then I will consent to your questions.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
What I am going to do is make the recommendations I see fit in my report to Paladin Romani. As the commanding officer, the final decisions will be hers. And your concern in the matter ends here. Orders and duty are the lifeblood of the Brotherhood. You are not yet one of us. Consider it a suggestion. Be vigilant, outsider. Do not attempt to access the secure parts of this facility, civilian. We are watching you.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Nightshin's trained us well. Nightshin's training weapons base like Hope those kids we picked up are doing okay. What were their names again? Started with an M. I can do more than just fight. How do I show them? I have my eye on you.
Running my own operation would involve this much paperwork.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood. A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined. This ration request doesn't even have a name on it. Another nuke. We arrived in Appalachia not a month too soon.
Stay on your toes. The wasteland is merciless. The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done. I am a link in the chain that binds. That is what keeps this order together.
Chance to learn from the mistakes of the past. We'll build something better for everyone.
The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
Things would be different now if Taggarty's unit had survived.
Don't mind this clutter. Atlas is a work in progress.
We're gonna make the same mistakes moving forward.
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here? Oh, a prospective initiate. The Knight Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it? Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Glad we can come to an agreement. Any questions before we start? All right, fire away. Normally I would, but today you came along. We have a lot of capable initiates, but we could always use more. Handle yourself well, and I'll be happy to vouch for you. Not as a civilian. However, if Paladin Romani lets you join our ranks, then I might reconsider. Especially if you're a big help on this mission. Ideally, Yes, actually. In practice, not at all. We're supposed to be the lore keepers, preserving old technology for the betterment of today. Instead, I spend all my time soldering wires on busted comms equipment or tightening screws on tracking scanners. This investigation will be a breath of fresh air. It's what being a scribe should be about. Can I do it? Yes. But it's not my life's calling. Believe it or not, I didn't choose to be a scribe. I was born into it. My parents chose this life for me. I've gotten used to it, but it isn't mine. Night Shin would throw a fit if he heard just how unprofessional I was now. We should get back to business. Sorry. Business only. Ideally, we're in this investigation. Can I do it? Yes. But it's not my life's calling. But we've already been over that. Sure. Ready to go? Great. Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit. If you're gonna be walking around up here, at least grab a wrench and help me out.
You should get that mutation treated, civilian, before it becomes a real problem. Order, learning, detection. I have everything I need.
All these new machines, may need another scribe just to keep the scrolls.